play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it. Guys, the Bulls' defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Pass to Aguirre. To the wing right side. And Parker, here we go. It's stolen by Mullen. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Randolph. Gibson comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Aguirre. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Wesley Matthews. Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection, they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even the perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort.
Porter kicks to Ross. Lock at 6. Harden dishes to Yao. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Yao. And that's 13 points for James Harden.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Porter in the corner. Ross on the wing. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Phoenix. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Phoenix.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Gasol. Ilyasova comes in for Taj Gibson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Tracy McGrady.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And again, Chicago, no good.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front-court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Wade with it, now guarded by Porter. Back to Wade. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Wade's got 5 now.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And here's Ilyasova outskilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a performance for Harden here. He's got 13 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Mullen is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Yao. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Harden in the two-guard. Outside Rose. Outside Millsap. Tipped away. But they get it back. Back to Harden. Outside Mullen. Here's Yao. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Parker.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
McGrady against Mullen. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Parker kicks to Gibson. Inside. Wade has the open look. No good on the three.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Gibson. McGuire comes in for McGrady. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Tony Parker. The drive by Wade. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Chicago. Wade kicks to Aminu. It's stolen by Mullen. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Shot is no good.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mozgov, he's checked in for Aminu. Smith comes in for Aguirre. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Matthews. Yao attacking. Mozgov with the block. To the inside. Stolen by Harden. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
You know, guys, the Suns went from the 8th seed to finishing 10th in the West. I mean, it would have been a tough task for them to stay in the race, particularly after all the trades. I mean, their team was in transition.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And when you shake up a roster, as the Suns did last year, it's hard to keep pace. They ended 6 games back of that final playoff spot, but that all happened after they decided to shake things up.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Paul Millsap.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The drive by Wade. There's McGrady. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. McGrady's got 10 points in the game. Harden the pass to Rose. Harden dishes to Rose. To the middle. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthews in for Smith. Phoenix also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Yao. Risa comes in for Mullen. And Porter subbed in for Rose. Matthews, no good. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Harden. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Suns. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Wade kicks to McGrady. Down low. The drive by Randolph. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it.